What is up, the world of YouTube? So, the time has come to finally start working on the rescue Tercel. We was able to get a title for it, so yay, it's going to be a legal car now. So it ain't going to just be a parts turd. We're not going to do a whole lot tonight because we don't feel like it, but we are going to get the junk hood off, get the fender off, take the bumper off. I don't really know what you want to do. What do you feel like doing to it?
I'm gonna gut the interior.
She wants to gut the interior. The whole thing. No, probably not tonight. But she's going to do a little bit of that, get the garbage out of it. So it's in the garage, it's on stands. So that's our plan. Anything you want to add?
No, like and subscribe.
You always say that.
That's all I want.
So yeah, we'll get to it. We'll do a time lapse of us taking forever to rip the car apart. Thankfully, now that I've worked on my 83 so much, ripping it apart about 16 different times, I know a little bit more going into this one. So let's get at it. Honey, how you feeling after all that work?
Dirty.
You did way more than me, I think. She like gutted the entire back of the car so far. Only got the front half left. Look at that. Huh? No more panels. Got these off. The old beauty rings off the rain gutters there. Took the lenses out. Took some plastic off here and the emblem. Still got some more to go though. Look at that. Look at this, look at that.
Pretty minty.
Pretty sweet. The only reason why we're removing all this is because we're actually going to paint the whole car. So,
Can't wait for that part.
yeah. And I will introduce the color in a later video. But no more fender. Got the wiper metal off. What do you call that? The cowl or I don't know. Wiper arms off. Trim off the bottom because this of course has to get pulled. Because somebody decided to, so that's junk. So we're gonna get a new one. So yeah, look at that, huh? You don't need a front end, just drive it like that. But that's enough for tonight. We don't feel like doing any more. So, but quite a bit of progress. And this bumper blows my mind. It's in such good shape. Look at that thing. It's still shiny except for that part. But still, it ain't all rotted. Oh my God. See you next time. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick walk around. Did some off-camera stuff on the car. Got it stripped down. For the most part, not everything, but there's the parts pile. Got the seats, most of the carpet out, all the rubber seals in the doors because we are fully painting this car. So I ripped all the door handles and lock cylinders out. I tried to keep some of the hardware in so I can easily put it back together. Had to get the moldings off and the glue. I kind of just used a wire wheel because I don't have one of them fancy rubber wheel things. I didn't figure it matters what I did to the paint because it's getting painted. That's just on here because that was the hood I had on my other car, and I just shot some clear back on it the other day because the hood that's on it, which it's out here, is going to get put on this car because I don't have an extra hood right now. And this hood's in really good shape, minus a little bit of surface rust here. No big deal. So that hood's going to go on this car. So I'm probably going to put that one back on my car for now. Which ain't a big deal. But yeah, I left the front carpet in, but she's pretty stripped. No more door panels. Here, I'll undo my clever door holder here. Yeah, no more door panels, no more door seals. That's all removed. Took this off here. I'm probably gonna paint the doors with them on the car. I don't really feel like taking them off, to be honest. I don't have a stand or anything to put them on, but I wanted to get the carpet pulled away from the jam because I intend on painting the jams. Doing all that, I'll probably leave this alone. It's in pretty good shape. So yeah, I do need to vacuum it out. It's pretty disgusting. Got the windows removed. These aren't too hard. I just use like plastic paint scrapers to take them out. Got the hatch all stripped. No more latches on anything. Shocks work amazing when the hatch is stripped. It's nice. Yeah, this thing's disgusting. God only knows how old that thing is. There's a little white left on it. Could still use it. Oh, look, another one. So yeah, I'm gonna give this a quick vacuum with the old Super Sucker 9000. And then I'm gonna drop it down on the ground off the lifts. Back it outside, soaking her down with some multi-purpose. And then I'm gonna, don't mind the mess. And then I got one of these little foam gun things for the pressure washer. We're gonna hook that up, foam her down real minty like, and see how clean it comes out. I gotta clean it because I gotta paint it. So I'm gonna clean it real good, get all the jams clean because they are gross. Look at that. It's disgusting. So that all needs cleaned. And then it'll get sanded down. I don't know how much I'm gonna sand it. Sanding at the bare metal is going to take forever, so I'm at least sand it down good enough. And this car is getting a full rattle can paint job. I want to show that you can do a halfway decent paint job with a rattle can. I'm no professional, and I've never painted an entire car before. So this will be a first for me. Kind of excited to do it. It's going to be full rattle can primer, full rattle can paint, and full rattle can clear. I've been doing some research on the clear that I want to use because I've used cheaper clears in the past and they haven't held up. Like, oh, that's not even the one I'm looking for. I think I threw it away. But yeah, so that's the plan. I think in the next video I'm going to show the color that I'm going to go with, and I'll show the wheels that I'm putting on it that I have already painted with this paint, and I like the color, so that's what I'm going to use on this car, because I painted the wheels for my brown car and never put them on, so I ended up going to a 14-inch wheel. So I'm going to use them 13s on this car. So alright, let's get her cleaned up, start cleaning it. And it sits way higher now. Lost a lot of weight. Funny. Get a heck of a difference. You see, this just ain't gonna work. That's a nice comfortable. Look at that. That don't fit so great. Easy. Nah, don't trust it. Oh, what do we do? I need a seat. I don't have any empty buckets either. Can you believe that? That's embarrassing. Ooh, creeper seat. Let's flush. Oh, yeah. These are adjustable. That's really high. Alright, so I guess it's time. Start soaking her down. Get my bungee cords undone here. Open the doors. Yeah, these things are nasty. All right, well, we're done sucking all the water out of it. Looks a lot better. Nice clean jams. A little surface rust here and there. What do you expect? She's old. Yeah, she's looking great. Nice clean jams. Now I can just scuff everything down, sand the car, get her all ready for paint. I was actually really surprised how much better it looks now that I cleaned it. A lot of the ugliness was just because it's trashed, but I mean the paint's cracked. I don't know if you can really tell on camera, but it's cooked. So I guess the paint's porous now. And I did notice this when we were ripping it apart. It's got a little Bondo in it here, but it's really, really thin Bondo. Now I know why there's this rust spot. And my thoughts were, at some point, it must have been hit, and they probably had to pull it all back out and smooth it out, because it kind of looks like they painted it, and you can tell in here too. Like it's rough, and this looks like new paint. And once we did rip the interior apart, yeah, this looks way better now. But I noticed there's a couple holes down in there. Little Bondo sticking out, so I'm going to assume that my guess was correct and they had to drill it and pull the dent out of it, and then they just leveled it back out. So not a huge deal, but it's unfortunate because that's going to be like the worst spot to clean up, because now I got to grind that all down, re-smooth everything back out. It kind of sucks, but I guess it's a lot easier than what it could be. This side's fine. Looks like they might have hit something at one point. It's got red paint. This looks 9 times better. I don't know. You know, I just now noticed this. What's this? Oh well. Don't need to worry about that. But yeah, that's... Look, you can read it now. It's so dirty. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. I can't wait to paint it. I feel like it's going to take forever though. I'm a little nervous about it. I've never painted a whole car. I've usually only ever painted a panel at a time, or patchwork. Like I painted this hood, and I don't know if it was just the paint was mixed wrong, but you can see dark spots. It's really weird paint that car is supposed to be. But I didn't really care because this hood was free, and it's a little rusty, but it ain't like rotted out and all cut up like my old one was. So that's why I kind of just I took the paint coat off my car, and it doesn't match at all. So somebody's repainted that car, which I kind of figured. Now the hood that's on it don't match either, but that's okay. But yeah, it's looking a million times better. I didn't really care to get too crazy with the flooring in here. This is all dented upward for some reason. I'm gonna have to get the Tanya Harding out on that thing, but that's okay. Just give her a good smacking. Oh look, someone partied hard. Natty Light, that'll get you going. So yeah, I gotta move this out of the way and let it air dry for the rest of the day, and I guess start sanding it down and getting it ready for paint. We'll be making a trip to Michigan this coming weekend. See old Luke, aka Bearded Wrencher, as he's called on YouTube, and get some parts off his car. He just, I guess, rescued. It's definitely junk, but it's a good parts car. We're gonna get all the front end parts we need, wiring. Hopefully the bumper's good, because I don't have a bumper. I'm gonna get all the headlight bezels and the grill, and get the harness that someone cut off of this one, all the headlight harnesses, and fix all that back up and get this thing slowly put back together. So yeah, she's clean. So yeah, that's gonna go ahead and end it for this video. It's kind of just cobbled together, but that's okay. I wanted to kind of video the whole tear down, but it's kind of just me sitting there picking away at screws, and that's just... Did some of it and then kind of did the rest off camera to get it done and out of the way. But I'm definitely going to video the paint process. I'm not a professional, so don't take my advice as anything proper, but regardless, I'm gonna at least try to video the whole paint job, even if it's a, you know, fast forward video, but that's okay. I'd like to capture all that. So all right, I guess stay tuned for the next video.